everybody, welcome back to Why Should I Read That? I'm John, and today we're jumping into episode 3, Personality Plus, How to Understand Others by Understanding Yourself. This is a phenomenal book. I love talking about personalities. I also like reading and learning about them. I've learned a lot about myself as I read this book, and I think as you just check out this 5-minute video, you'll learn a lot too. We're going to jump into what the personalities are, how to identify yourself as one or a mixture of them, and then in the blog post for this week, I will get into what is covered in one of the last chapters of this book on how to get along with others based on their personality. So why don't we jump right into it, and we'll pull up the screen here with the 4 quadrants. And I want you to think of the top half being extroverted, the bottom half being introverted, the left-hand side being task-oriented, and the right-hand side being people-oriented. And the top left being extroverted and task-oriented, if you find yourself in this category, you are a choleric personality. Now the cholerics are interesting. They are natural leaders. They want everything done their way now. And the interesting thing about this is that most of the time they are right. They get more done than anyone else. They're goal-oriented, they're extremely decisive, they just ooze confidence, and a lot of times people look up to them and look to them for leadership. Now beware, if you are this personality, you most of the time come across as abrupt and bossy. I'll be straight with you, because you appreciate that. On the top right is the sanguine personality. These people are extroverted and they're people-oriented. They never get to a party because the party comes with them. They are always having fun. They're forever singing, dancing, playing games. They maintain a childlike innocence throughout their life. These people seem like they have a more exciting life than everyone else because they're just excited all the time. They are enthusiastic to the nth degree, and everyone who knows them enjoys being around them. However, if you're this personality, you need to be aware that a lot of times you can become shallow, you can seek pleasure for pleasure's sake, and those people that are very detail-oriented can find this off-putting in some ways. So let's move right on to the bottom left. If you are introverted and task-oriented, you are a melancholy personality. Now you might believe that you are the only person that is like you, however, there are a lot of people that are introverted and task-oriented. Think of any engineer that you know. Most likely, they are task-oriented and probably introverted as well. However, these melancholy individuals, it says right in the book, you are of genius stature. We would have no symphonies, we would have no great works of art if it weren't for people of melancholy personality. You're so analytical, you're self-sacrificing, you are willing to endure routine in order to finish with perfection, and that's something that I have very little of, so I admire that quite a bit about you. You do need to be aware, though, that a lot of times you'll put things to the side because it's hard to do them right, and the ability to see a red light down the road doesn't mean that you shouldn't go through the green light that's right in front of you. So let's move on to the last personality. On the bottom right is introverted and people-oriented. These people are the happiest people you'll probably ever see. They are the phlegmatic personality. The phlegmatic personality is the buffer in between the other 4, or the other 3, by the way. They are easygoing, they're relaxed most of the time. Sometimes this translates into laziness. They don't seem to have very many flaws, but at the same time, they don't seem to have any high-flying strengths either. They avoid conflict like the plague. They also avoid decisions. They generally have made one big decision to never make any decisions. And most of the other personalities can be frustrated by this at some point, but the phlegmatic individuals are the glue that holds everyone together because above all, they value people getting along with one another. Why don't we end with 4 quick things? So, if you have always wondered why everyone else is acting stupid and dumb, you are probably a choleric. If you had to ask someone to repeat themselves more than once, or maybe just once, because you were singing to yourself in your head, you're probably sanguine. If you've ever huffed to yourself and rolled your eyes while you were in someone else's bathroom because at some point they put the toilet paper on backwards, you're probably melancholy. And if you're wondering what I mean by put the toilet paper on backwards, or if you're still wondering, what personality am I? You're probably phlegmatic. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm John DeLang. I loved making this video. I really encourage you to read Personality Plus. It's a phenomenal book. All my stuff is linked below, and we'll continue the conversation in my blog. Catch you later for episode 4.